It, damn it. Okay. So never mind. So yeah, this is me on the left when I was doing a lot of cardio and group classes, a lot of HIIT classes, and then I was still feeling skinny fat and jiggly, and I didn't feel like my body actually shaped. So I would not wear any dresses. I wouldn't wear any shorts. I would feel frustrated when I would be looking into the mirror and knowing that I spent so much time in the gym doing cardio or light weights and I was still looking the same way as I did like a month ago or maybe 6 months ago. And it felt really bad for my mental health because I was always looking at those toned girls and I was like, why I am not looking like them? Like what is happening with my body? Why I'm not looking toned? And honestly, this was the main point in my life when I took this picture and then I started to cry. And I was like, I just don't want to look like that. What can I do to improve it? And this is when my life actually changed. It is years ago, as you can tell, like I completely changed my body. I have completely different legs. Like, look at the quads. I have completely different calves. I have stronger core. I don't have a lot of like belly fat around, and I have more shoulder definition. And you know what? The weight, I weigh similar weight. Like in here, I was 75 kilos, and in here, I have 80, no, sorry, 68. So not that big difference. So it's not about the body scale. It's basically what you do to change your body because that will not be through just losing a couple pounds or a couple kilos. It is basically how you're gonna shape your body if you want to get that toned look. Because if you will be just focusing um on cardio and light weights and you want to tone up your arms, you want to grow your booty, you want to get rid of the belly fat, you want to feel stronger, then your plan that you were doing last year or maybe 2 years ago, it's not working. Otherwise, you would be at that goal already, right? Maybe you would have more energy, you would have more confidence wearing anything that you want. You would see the six pack. Why are you not seeing it? It is showing me that maybe your plan that you had before, it's not actually working. So let's dive into the three biggest mistakes I've seen on a weight loss journey, or maybe if you are getting toned, then the first mistake is only doing cardio. And who's been there? I've I've done that. I've been focusing on just the cardio. A lot of my clients came to me thinking that cardio is something that will help them to burn the body fat, especially on the belly, and will get them the toned look. But this is the number one mistake, ladies. Running, spinning, HIIT classes. Maybe you don't have time to do proper workouts, so you will just do a quick cardio, but it will not build your muscles. It will not get you that toned look because the more muscles you have, you will not look like a man. You will not. Okay, I promise you that. I've been lifting super heavy weights for the past 10 years, and the muscles is actually what will shape your body. So you will not look like a skinny fat anymore. You will not feel jiggly everywhere, but instead you will get that toned look. But that will not come if you don't have the muscles. And I don't mean do the workouts from random TikTok or from random exercises in the gym or from random YouTube workout videos. That's not what I'm talking about. The the toned look, building muscles and feeling more confident comes from progressive overload, which is a strategic plan, and then you are basically progressing every single week. So this is what we are doing in the challenge. So I want you to try it out. Basically, every single week, we are increasing the reps and the weights. So for example, if you did last week, let's say 5 kilos on squats with the dumbbell, this week, I want you to try, let's say 6 or 7 kilos on the squat. And then the last week of the challenge, I want you to do 8 or 9 kilos on the squats. Okay. But let's try to increase the reps and weight in every single exercise. If you cannot add more weight, then add repetitions. So no random TikTok workouts, no random exercises in the gym will get you that toned look. Okay. Which comes down to the second mistake. Maybe you didn't have a proper plan before, and then you've been doing all the random plans. Maybe you are trying booty bands challenges, next day 10K steps, but then you are doing one workout from YouTube and you are still wondering why your body is not changing. Let me know, ladies, or think about it if that maybe resonates with you. Because right now you are getting stronger, you are seeing some kind of results in the challenge, and it's just because you have a plan. You don't need to think about it. You are not spending a lot of waste energy on trying to do everything on your own. You have a clear plan that is very strategically done for you. And I am working with a lot of science basically in my workouts. So the first couple exercises are to build muscles, is to use your energy. And then the last exercises in the workout plan are for just the toned definition, just to, pump the muscles a little bit, but not to look like a man, but to look like you have curves, like really nice, sexy curves. And that will not come from random exercises or from random workouts. Again, it's the same as the same thing that I want you to apply. Just increase the reps and weights every single time that you are doing the workout. Okay. I had two questions. Hi, Amelia. Good to see you here. Perfect. Then the third biggest mistake I've seen on weight loss journeys or on the toned journeys is you are just trying to do everything alone. As I mentioned at the beginning, is you know what to do. You are just fine to do everything on your own, but then it kind of leaves you inconsistent. Maybe you are not motivated. Maybe you are not consistent. How many Mondays you've actually started last year? This is for all of you ladies. I want you to really think about it. We have 52 Mondays in one year. How many times have you said, okay, I'm gonna start next week, or I'm gonna start after the holidays? I'm gonna start after I'm gonna get less busy. How many times have you actually said that? So the biggest mistake is you are just trying to do everything on your own, because if you would not do it on your own, you would probably at that goal already. So maybe you want to lose a couple grams of body fat. Maybe you want to lose 2, 3, 5 kilos. Maybe you want to grow the booty. You want to see the six pack. You want to get that tone definition so you can wear some summer dresses. Why are you not at the goal? Because probably you are doing it alone, and that's not enough because you know what to do, but you will do it alone, and then that kind of leaves you in this loop of being stuck, right? Because you've learned so many things on the internet, but still it's just not working. Maybe your genetics are wrong, maybe your hormones are wrong. No, it's not true. This is all myths, and you just don't have any of those things. So you are probably doing just the cardio, you don't have a strength training plan, you are not progressively overloading. Maybe you are doing the exercises in the wrong order. And then maybe you are just doing everything on your own, which leaves you frustrated, overwhelmed, not having enough energy. So you are creating excuses and you are inconsistent. And you are just blaming your genetics, your motivation, or maybe you just need more motivation. Okay? But that's not true. It's just the myth. That's, I am talking from my own experience, what I've seen from my clients who actually joined me because they've been struggling with the same things as you ladies, okay? Because it's super easy when you are doing everything on your own, it's easy to just say, oh, I'm so busy, I don't know what to do, so I will skip it. Because if you don't have a plan, it's easy to not go to the gym because there will be just so many gym machines and you're like, I don't know what to do. Nothing is working. I'd rather just stay on the couch, right? Who feels like that? Because I've been there for sure. So basically, the solution, as I mentioned, is the progressive overload. I want you to really focus on the form, on the phases, and on the right order of the exercises. Because if you will be randomly just lifting weights, okay, maybe you have a strength training plan, perfect. But then if you're gonna lift weights randomly, you will just injure yourself. You will not use your energy properly and you will not get that toned look. Instead, you will affect your metabolism and you will affect your nervous system. So you will produce more cortisol and you will do wrong things to your body rather than getting that toned look. So just be aware of that because it needs to be very strategic actually. Okay. And then form. You need to have really good form in order to improve week to week. So right now I told you to lift more weights, to do more repetitions. But if your form is not correct, you will fuck up your body. You will have a tear muscle. You will fuck up your back or a neck or, something like that. So, for example, this is what I do with my clients. They usually send me 30 seconds of video of how they are exercising, and then they are sending it back to me for feedback. So we are making sure that their form is correct. They are doing it in their own time, so it's very flexible, and they know exactly what to do, and they are following the plan, which is giving them the right order. So this is something that you should be having as well. So make sure that your form is correct and you know exactly what exercises to do in order. Okay. And then you can add more reps, more weight, better form. You will control your weights a little bit better as well. Yeah. Then the second thing in the strength training plan, if you want to actually build that toned, really sexy look to feel confident, you need to build muscles because that will actually boost your metabolism. And if you're gonna boost your metabolism, you will burn more body fat, you will be able to eat more food, you can eat more calories as well. And this is how we can, in my plan, eat more food and stay lean all year round. We are not dieting for 1 week or 2 weeks. We are dieting for the whole year. So even over the Christmas, my ladies were wearing tight dresses, feeling super lean, super amazing because we actually boosted their metabolism. Okay. And then what is going to shape your body? It's the strength training plan, as I mentioned. It will not be cardio. It will not be any HIIT classes, group classes, or random exercises because the cardio is making you soft and jiggly. But the strength training, the more muscles you have, the more toned arms you're gonna have, the better peach, the flat belly, the six pack. Okay? So strength training is actually a solution that I want you to focus on. And I want to show you actually my client Ariana. She came to me. She was not having any plan in the gym. She wasn't sure what she is doing. She wasn't sure about her form. She was super not confident with any of the exercises. She was never lifting a barbell. She wasn't sure how much to eat. She was just lost. And she was like, I hate my body. That's why I even had to put a face on her face just because she was like, I hate my body. I just feel super skinny fat. I want to get more tone. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, let me check. And then basically, this is her at the beginning. She was lifting 4 kilos and her form was really bad. And yeah. So we started with 4 kilos. She was sending me video. So this is a screenshot of her video. And then slowly but surely over the year that we've been together, not even year, it's like 6 months. So in 6 months, basically from this 4 kilo, she went to 85 kilos on hip thrust. Yeah. And then her form improved and then her body got toned like fucking crazy. Like, look at the back, look at the booty. Like, she doesn't have like fat on her legs. She has really nice tight belly, almost six pack. And then this is what she's eating. She's eating pasta, burgers, tacos. Okay, so you don't need to diet to actually get that toned, sexy look. You just need to have the strength training plan with the form, with good reps, with a good everything and then slowly increase it as you get on. Okay. But this is very strategic. If you're gonna do randomly hip thrusts and you are not sure if you are eating well, for that, you will just injure yourself, and we don't want that, okay? Then the importance of a plan. If you, this is something similar to what Ariana was doing, like she had no plan at all before my program, and you can tell that she didn't have any plan. Like she felt skinny, fat, she felt chubby. This is what she told me. She felt like I'm not confident in in my body. I don't want to wear any dresses. I don't want to wear any shorts, and that's why a plan for her was really important. So we even increased the calories over the 7 months that we've been working together. I don't do any quick fixes, ladies, okay? I don't do any 1 month programs and stuff like that. I do minimum 6 months to actually put a place in, come up with a plan, and then we can progress. We can keep you lean forever, not just for 1 month or a week. And why is it important to have a plan? Because if you do random workouts, you will get random results. And that's probably what has been happening to you in the past. You were just doing a lot of random things. And if you're gonna continue random things, you will still get random results. So don't expect magic results, okay? Then if you don't have personalized exercises for your body and for your lifestyle, you will not be able to stick to it and you will be more likely to injure yourself. And we don't want that either. Exercise order matters. So always focus on big compound lifts like squats, shoulder presses, rows. And then we want to do accessories at the end of the workouts. So this is probably what you've seen in the challenge. We are starting with quite heavy exercises because you have a lot of energy, and then we are moving into the smaller exercises, just targeting really small muscle group to make sure that we are not gonna injure yourself, but we are still pumping the muscles to actually really nicely get toned and to grow. And correct form. If you are not sure if your form is correct, honestly, try to record yourself. And, or maybe if you will join the 1-to-1 with me afterwards, then just keep sending me your form videos because that will help you to avoid any injuries and you will build the strength faster. Because sometimes when I see my clients, maybe like, let's say they are with me the first month and they are like, well, I cannot see really good results, like what is happening, and they are sticking with their nutrition, they are eating well, but they are still not seeing results, then I challenge them to take videos of their form, sending it back to me for feedback, and that's when I see what we are doing wrong. And then we are fixing the small things on their form, and then boom, 2 months later, they are not injuring themselves and they are getting super fast results. So form is actually what is gonna get you that toned look and burn the body fat. Okay. And then what is gonna separate you versus the girls who are going to the gym and they look really toned and someone else who is always starting again every single Monday is basically someone who has a plan. Maybe the girls, if you ever remember someone who you really look up to in the gym, they usually have some sort of plan. They know kind of what they are doing. They are not looking around and be like, okay, what machine is free? Maybe I'll do this machine. Maybe I'll do that one. No, they literally know what to do next. And this is, for example, me in the gym. I always open my app and then I know I have only 4 exercises. Boom, boom, boom. 40 minutes. I'm done. Okay. Then good news. You can actually save a lot of time because you don't need to do cardio if you want to get toned and grow your peach and get more toned arms, if you don't want to be jiggly. So you don't need to do a lot of cardio. You don't need cardio at all if you have a proper plan before. And what you just need is 3 workouts a week. It's kind of what I expect from my clients to stick to. Some of them, they are super busy, so 2 workouts is minimum to see great results. 3 are actually achievable, like you will still see amazing results. But if you want to really get toned before the summer, I would stick to 4 workouts. Okay. I would not do more than 5 workouts just because your body still needs rest. And then you are building the muscles when you are resting, when you are sleeping. And if you do more than 5 exercises in one workout, again, you are just fucking up your nervous system. You are not helping your body to get toned. So, as you can see, probably in my 21-day challenge, I really stick to 4 workouts a week because you don't need to do more in my plan. We are not doing any cardio because you don't need any cardio. And we are doing less than like 6 exercises, maybe 5 is kind of top. And this is how you can still get toned. So you don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need to do more. You don't need to eat less. You just need to have a proper plan, and that's it. Okay? Because if you're gonna do compound lifts and then the accessory lifts, if you're gonna do 4 workouts a week, no more than 5 exercises, you are good to go. Okay. And then dynamic stretches to start and then easy stretches to cool down. And that's also something that I add actually in my one-to-one because I cannot really adjust the challenge, but this is something that I would give you in my one-to-one because the dynamic stretches are really important as well. Yeah, and this is all my clients, well, not all my clients, but like my recent clients. And for example, this is a mom, and Lenka is super busy. Like she is a manager at the airport. She is doing night shifts, and she is a mom of two. And we increased the calories to 2,200, and she is having ups, and she lost 8 kilos. And again, we are not wasting any time of don't do, crazy things. She is literally working out like 3 times or 4 times a week maximum. She's eating more food and she's having the best body ever. And this is done in literally maybe 8 months. Yeah, like no more than that. Here we lost 29 kilos and she had to throw away a lot of clothes because she was like, what the fuck? In just 1 year, I lost 30 kilos, which is amazing. But then Ariana, for example, she had to throw away her old clothes because they were too big and now she needs to shop for a new one. Laura, the same, she got super confident because she's getting stronger. She knows how much she should be eating. She knows exactly what to do in the gym. So she's more confident walking into the gym and knowing that she will get results because she has only 4 workouts to do, 4 exercises, and that's all. She's good to go. Then Francesca, she lost actually 20 kilos in 9 months. But not only that, look at her body completely changed. Like her booty is really nicely popping. She is creating the nice hourglass shape. And you know what? Her husband is all over her. Like her husband is like, wow, I cannot recognize you. You look so much younger. You look so hot. You look so sexy. And he always compliment her. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So she is not doing it just for her, but also for her family, for her husband. So he will love her even more. And the same Lenka, like when she messaged me that her partner actually really appreciate how she looks like, that they can go to the gym together. It's something that you should be also like working towards. Be the inspiration for your family, for your partner, maybe for your friends, just to show them that you are really focusing on you, on your goals. And yeah, this is what can happen, honestly, in just 6 months before the summer. This is just like a quick example, to be honest. And the action steps in the 21-day challenge, we have still a week, almost more than a week, to be honest. So I want you to really give it 100% because that's when you are building the momentum. That's when you are focusing on you, on your goals. The 21-day will not shape your body. It will not help you to lose a magic number on the scale. It will not help you to build a booty and get that toned look. This is just the beginning, ladies. This is just what will give you the momentum moving forward. It will give you the steps. But if you're not sure what to do even after the challenge, let me know. We can come up with the personalized plan together So you know exactly what to do afterwards. So you are not wasting time before the summer because the summer is here in literally 5, 6 months. So if you don't want to waste time on trying to diet and do more and do all those mistakes, then just let me know, message me toned after you're gonna watch this video and then we can chat. But what I want you to do right now is to track your food, post it in the group chat so I can provide you more support, more guidance. I can show you what you should be eating, how much you should be eating. Obviously, the calories are not personalized. So if you would sign up, then I would be changing your calories, okay? This is just the base for every single one of you. And I don't expect you to stay with 1,700 after the challenge. Again, this is just the momentum. For workouts, I want you to really lift with intent. So focus on your form, don't speed it up. You can slow them down, just feel the specific muscle, okay? Because that will actually get you the toned look and challenge yourself with extra reps, extra sets, or just slower down the tempo. Okay. But I don't want to see the same numbers in your workouts. As I mentioned, if you lifted last week 5 kilos in something, this week I want you to challenge yourself and lift 6 or 7. Then the next week, lift 8 or 9. Cool? Can we agree on that? Because I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you a little bit outside of your comfort zone. That's how we're gonna get that toned look. Okay. So yeah, you know the homework. Post your workout selfie. Post your meals so I can give you more support. And if you want to actually win the 100 euros towards my one-to-one coaching, also tag me on your stories. That will give you more bonuses. It will give you more points. Okay? And then next week, 8 p.m. Prague time, we're gonna be talking about nutrition, which is something that everyone struggles with. So I'm gonna share with you all my secrets when it comes down to the nutrition blueprint to burn the body fat and get toned look. And then I'm gonna combine it with one thing that is sabotaging your results. And it's not the cardio, it's not the nutrition, it's something that I'm gonna tell you next week. Cool. So what are the questions? I'm eating, no plan, no check-in. I wasn't hungry, but wanted to try a recipe of the app. Yeah, perfect. Definitely check all the recipes. There is like 500 recipes under the fork and knife button. And then if you're gonna click on the swap button, and then you maybe type what you are kind of fancying. Let's say you want a pasta, you want a chocolate, then you can just look it up in the search button. If that's gonna come up with just one meal or two meals, that's wrong. So on the right hand side, you will see a filter. And then once you're gonna click on the filter, it will tell you just breakfast or just lunch. Just select every single thing like breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, and it will open up a whole library of another 500 recipes. Yeah. So you can scroll through it, you can choose something that you would enjoy, and yeah, keep eating. Keep eating those calories, even though they are not personalized, keep eating them because it's the base that I would give all of you. I wouldn't start less than that. Yes, perfect. Yes, definitely keep adding your recipes in there as well. I want to see that. I want you to fuel your body properly because the food is fuel. The food is here to give us the best body shape if we know how we can manage. Okay? Any questions? Mavar, do you have any questions as well? Amelia, any questions about anything that we just chatted about? Ladies, if you are watching on replay, message me your biggest takeaway and also what is your biggest struggle right now. And uh, uh, yeah, and what did you learn from this? So hopefully it was useful for you and I'll talk to you next week. Stay tuned for the nutrition blueprint because we're gonna learn so much stuff. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all my secrets that helped over 300 women in my plan already in the past 5 years, and it helped me as well. So, yeah, thank you so much, ladies, for watching. Let me know your biggest takeaway. What did you learn and what do you struggle with? So I know how I can help you even more. And I'll see you soon. Bye, ladies.
Thank you